Hello, and welcome back to my channel. This is Reality with D. How you doing? And on Mother Wendy. This is going to be my episode recap of Real Housewives of New Jersey, season 14, episode 4. Well, the episode opens up and we have Marge, and she's still mourning the death of her ex-husband, Jen. And baby, when I tell you, it takes a strong man to be there for her in these moments, and Joe is that for her. I think that I love these husbands on this show. I'm just gonna have to say it. I can't just pinpoint Joe. Joe R. Is his last name R? Baby, when I tell you I cannot get Marge and Joe's last name together, but you know what I'm saying. And Joe basically just comforts her and tells her that the sadness she's feeling, he wish he could make go away, but there's absolutely nothing he can do. But hey, I'm sure his presence and his comfort is just enough for her. Okay, in the next scene we have Jen and Rachel. I'm team Jen. I'm sorry, I'm team Rachel. All the way through and through, because I know what it feels like to have a friend who becomes friends with someone who you just don't care for, and you're in the and you trying to be in that place where you like, well, I don't care if you're friends with that person, but you really are, because at some point you're thinking in your mind, what are they telling the ops about you, especially in their situation, because with Teresa and Louie and all that mess with that. So I definitely understand where she's coming from, but it's beginning to get a little annoying, because I'm thinking she's kind of depending on Jen Fessler, and Jen Fessler is basically getting to the point where she ain't studying her. And it's beginning to look pitiful on Rachel's behalf. Mommy, you must like perfect. So, we get to the bitch party. Yes. Jen's daughter is having a doggy party for Biscuit, her bitch. And, well, a lot of people weren't invited to this doggy party. I want to say that Marge may have been invited, but declined. And I believe Danielle was invited as well. And Danielle had some kind of, she went on a trip. And, of course, Melissa just wasn't invited. So that's that on that. So all the Messy Queens were there, honey. Jen Fessler, Jackie Goldsnyder. And Jackie Goldsnyder is so thirsty. Woo! She is getting on my nerves. Well, I was not invited to Danielle's party. Did you expect to be invited to Danielle's party? Danielle don't fight with you. So now we have the the message, right? Every time, and this is what gets Jennifer Aiden in so much trouble. Every time she has someone to, and this is what, it's another housewife that gets accused of doing this a lot. No. I'm not thinking of Housewives, am I? I'm thinking of Melody Sharif on Love and Marriage Huntsville. So this is what happens, and how so many people get it crossed up thinking that they're being cunning and underhanded. Jennifer always says that it's in the best interest of the person telling the story to tell the story. If there is drama, or if someone feels slighted. So it's this hairstylist that apparently Danielle went to at the last minute, and something went down in the VIP. Child, I don't even know all of this, didn't even try to rewind it back to understand it. But what I do understand is that Jennifer Aiden is all up in the middle of it, and this is how I see the beginnings of what's going to cause a rift between she and Danielle, because of the way this is being handled. She always backdoor it, and she really knows that she's trying to get some dirt on Danielle, just much like she did Teresa, not Teresa, but Melissa last year. You're not smart, honey. You're not that smart. Yeah, and did I mention that this was a charity event? So, mind you, at this time, Jen, Danielle, and Teresa are cool. Keep that in mind. Gia Judaichi, Gia Judice, Gia Judice. I don't want you sitting amongst these women. I know you always have been growner than grown. And I know you growner than grown now, but I don't want you sitting amongst these women. I don't like it. Period. I don't even know what to call it. I just don't like it. I don't like it. So, of course, Teresa and her sausage lips had to throw in a dig at Marge. What dog was Joe going to bring? Marge or the real dog? I mean, same thing can be said about you. I guess you'd be the dog, sausage lip dog, or whatever you want to call it. Bubble lip, hubble bubble, duck, balloon mouth, weenie dog mouth. I mean, the list can go on and on. Now, Dolores, who plays Switzerland, is still surprised at Thirsty Gold Snyder's relationship with Teresa. I know that's right. I know I'm surprised. Damn ridiculous. And they don't even, how like sometimes you have that relationship when you make up with somebody and then, you still cool with them, but you're not really bosom buddies like that. That's what I would see with Jackie and Teresa, but this looks like a whole lot of butt kissing to me. So, before we get to the softball game, let me tell you about Joe and Melissa dropping off and Tony. When I tell you that I couldn't help it, did the comparisons between Joe's children and Teresa's children, and when I say it's night and day, I used to think when they first came on the show that it was Joe that really put the rift between Melissa and Joe Gorga, Melissa, and Teresa. I used to always make him the centralized beast of the Beauty and the Beast situation, right? However, now I see it this way. Teresa is Teresa. And I now know that she has ruined her relationship with her brother for the simple fact that she did not want these people on the show. And that's very unfortunate. I would be like, well, hell, if they want to be on the show, let them be on the show. If that's got to, salvage my relationship with my family, whatever. But anyway, night and day, Gia, all of Teresa's children are, except for Gabriella, are very in your face, outspoken, just really blunt. And then you have Antonia and you have the boys. And they more so look at family as family. And you got to credit, whether like her or hate her, you have to credit Melissa with that. Because Melissa could be just like Teresa with her kids, but she is not. And you're going to see this in the next scene. But I'm just talking really about them dropping her off, and the emotions that I could see Melissa having, because she has two boys. And usually when it's two boys and that one girl, and she just had to shoot for that one girl, baby, when I tell you that you end up having some type of closeness, being the only two women in the house, I definitely felt her in that moment. But anyway, they dropped Miss Antonia off at college, and then we go to the baseball game. And that's what I mean. You'll see what I mean about the maturity that Melissa has over Teresa. Joey runs into Melissa. Joey runs into Teresa and Gia, and she whispers to him. She don't say it out loud for Teresa to hear her. She whispers to Joey. She says, "Go hug your aunt." See, that's the things that I see, the difference between Melissa and Teresa. And people could say that Melissa is just as bad as Teresa if you want to. Not in that area. Teresa has always been the smaller of the two in that case when it comes to, with those children. Because I don't think Teresa would care if Joey and Antonia ever spoke to her again. And what was real special, and I love how they cross over and develop relationships with each other from different franchises. She played this charity game. Dolores played this charity game for Gertie. Oh, I saw that. I was like, oh my goodness. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. And I just got a little bit emotional, but that's neither here nor there. I'm just happy that they found a friendship outside of the franchise. Like I said, I love it when they cross friendships across the franchise. I think even though I can't stand Giselle and I love Kenya, I think Kenya and Giselle are like that. So Marge is talking to Danielle, and she throws out a hint that Danielle that she didn't get an invite to the doggy party. Oh, well, she did get an invite to the doggy party, but she was trying to say, how did Jackie get an invite? Let's get that straight. And not, maybe not Danielle. And Danielle's, oh, so, she was at the doggy party. Because now it's all confusion as to why Jackie and Jennifer Aiden is cool, because, Jennifer Aiden is not cool with anybody Teresa is cool with, because she rests comfortably up her what? But, so, baby, when I tell you that this thing went to hell in a handbasket real quickly, Jackie and Marge go at it about the book. And then Marge for taking up for Danielle. So Jackie is really annoyed with her because she interjects for Danielle, and Marge is annoyed with her because she didn't send her a copy of the book. So baby, they just go back and forth, forth and back. And Jackie said, well, look, let me tell you something, Marjorie Pooh. The only people that got a copy of the book were people in the press. Are you in the press? Press like a panini? Maybe, but not in the press. Woo! Jackie is messy. And she says, well, my mom didn't even get a copy of the book. And Marge snaps back, well, that's not surprising. Well, why is it not surprising? Because Jackie don't have a relationship with her mama. Bam. Okay. Then she said, well, I can say something about my mama. You cannot. Okay. A point for Jackie Ghost Night. And then Marge's like, well, I'm the reason why you made the book in the first place. I think she meant by encouraging her. So Jackie took that the wrong way and said, oh, so what you trying to say? You're the reason why I made my book? And she was like, no, of course not. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say I encouraged you. I was the first person to encourage you to write the book, like I thought. But Melissa got a copy of the book, and she don't even read books. Ooh, shade. But now Melissa, for her to have been a teacher, she has her airhead moments. Baby, when I tell you Bill, you can tell Bill and Mrs. Joe Gorga, they hug like they like they have been away from each other for 2,000 years. And they just got unthawed from the Ice Age. And Jen is over there with the screw face. I know he ain't over there hugging him behind my back. That's my man. And then she tells Bill, we're supposed to be a team. And he's like, damn, that's my guy. And so Melissa, again, now this is what Melissa's smart at. She knows that Bill really misses Joe and Joe really misses Bill. So to minimize the disagreements between she and Jennifer to get them back together, she's willing to sacrifice being mad at Jennifer. So she sets up a dinner date with her. Now that was very, 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 very mature of her. But I enjoyed the baseball game. I always do. This is the one part where Switzerland Dolores, I go up for her. The charity game is always a success. I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. And her ex David used to play on with the. I think it's always medical staff against the show. I think. And boy, that year they had Tiki Barber on the team. Them damn doctors didn't have a chance, did they? But again, the Real Housewives of New Jersey cast wins, and that, my friends, is the end of the episode. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell button so you can be notified when I upload a video. Share, share, share. Why? Because sharing is caring. And as I do when I close, I'm going to chunk them up. Deuces.